What's up guys, my name is Deluxe Dolphy, and today I'm going to be doing a 6.1 How to Assassination Rogue PvP. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions about this after my previous Death Knight guide, because everyone says that I was good at guides or whatever, so because of all the everybody wanted me to do this, finally going to do it. So here is my How to PvP for Assassination Rogue guide. So I'm going to start out with talents, then glyphs, then I'm going to do stat priority, and then I'm going to tell you how to do the opener and the burst macro, and just what kind of mindset you should have while PvPing on an Assassination Rogue. So we'll start with the talents. It's a pretty obvious choice at first that we want to go with Shadow Focus, because when you're in stealth, as Assassination Rogue, you get energy starved a lot, and having 75% less, your abilities cost 75% less energy while you're stealth is a huge factor in being able to maintain pressure as an Assassination Rogue. So you definitely want to take Shadow Focus. I really don't think that Night Stalker is even viable in PvP, as it really never was. And Subterfuge is okay, but I think that's for more combat subtlety. I just think that since Assassination is so energy starved that Shadow Focus is the best option for that. Now in this next tier talent, Combat Readiness is good, once again, as like combat. And I'll take Nerd Strife as a subtlety, but for Assassination I would definitely take Deadly Throw, because of the Vanish 5 combo point, being able to like cancel casts and just lock out healers or like any kind of caster is just a great thing ever. Now, in my mind, Elusiveness can be good to take less damage the whole fight, but Leeching Poison just sucks. I think it's a no-brainer that you definitely want to take Cheat Death, just because if you read it, Fatal Attacks reduce you to 7% of your maximum health for 3 seconds after you. It's kind of like Purgatory on a Death Knight, if you guys know what that is. So it's very good. Look at this little guy in the background. Alright, now back on topic. Okay, so for the 4th tier, Cloak and Dagger is really good because when somebody runs from you, it's very nice to be able to get with them at range, as Rogue really has no range. So it's just a good thing to have. Shadow Step can be good against Druids, but I normally would just take Cloak and Dagger, and Burst of Speed just sucks because why waste energy why waste energy on running fast when it's not necessary, and you're as an Assassination Rogue, you're already energy starved, so you're probably not gonna have enough energy to use it once you've done putting your whole rotation into somebody. Alright, for the 5th tier, Prey on the Weak can be good. I just stay away from it. I'm just not a big fan of it. Internal Bleeding is also good to keep like people from stealthing and things like that, but I just don't think the dot damage is high enough and ticks often enough for it to even be a viable factor in PvP. Now, as for Dirty Tricks, it is very good because when you're trying to like peel for somebody or peel for yourself, Gouge and Blind are very good things that you use those to peel and stuff. And if you take this, it no longer will require you to run the glyph of Blind, which opens another slot for an amazing glyph that could help you, For this tier, I think that Shuriken Toss is definitely the best option because I think the damage on it is really good and it's a ranged attack, and as a rogue, taking enough range attack as possible is a very good option. March for Death can be good, but I just don't really see it as being viable for PvP, just because of the fact that if I want 5 combo points, I can just vanish, and anticipation just sucks. I don't even want to talk about it. Last year, Death from Above did suck, and before I would have took Venom Rush or Shadow Reflection just because, but Death from Above did get a buff, which makes the damage on it even better, so that's definitely what we want to go for. Now, as I said, how we're energy starved, Venom Rush can definitely be a very viable option, but I would rather have the damage from this and just, get energy by kiting and just having Rupture on multiple targets. Shadow Reflection is good damage. It's actually probably the best out of all of these. It's just the fact that your Shadow Reflection can be too easily killed, CC'd, or rooted, so it's almost not even worth it. Now, let's get into glyphs. I think that Deadly Movement, like that, like the glyph of Deadly Momentum, is just an amazing glyph to have, because especially if you're combat, Slice and Dice, it's very good to get that refreshed. But for us, having one of our factors is that we take a lot of damage as an Assassination Rogue, and having Recuperate up all the time is great. So especially for like Arena and Battlegrounds, when you kill someone, it refreshes your Recuperate. That way you don't have to waste combo points on it. because we need our combo points since we can't get energy that well and we can't land that many mutilates to generate combo points fast. It's good to just be able to have this keep refreshing if you're killing fast. That's what I think. Ambush is great because you don't necessarily have to be next to your target. Let's say you're running subterfuge or whatever. Then when you get pulled out of stealth, you can ambush before your thing goes away. So it's very helpful so you don't have to try to get a re-stealth. And I just think it's good overall. Now this is very good as well, Glyph of Stealth, as it reduces your stealth by 4 seconds, and it makes it a 2-second little cooldown that you have to wait before you can re-stealth after it breaks or you come out of stealth. Because I think if you get pulled out of stealth, it is very necessary to be able to stealth as fast as you can, and this just helps. Because as a rogue, you know, stealth is our best friend, and we need it. Alright, that's it for that. Now, for stat priority. I would definitely, as stat priority, mastery, for me, is the worst, and I just think that you don't need any mastery. So I would try to get as low possible mastery as you possibly can, and stack as much haste and critical strike, and then under that would be multi-strike, and then mastery. So that is definitely how I would go for the stat priority. Now we'll get into our rotation / opener / burst. So let's just say to start, we'll start with your opener. Now a very viable opener for an assassination rogue is going to be cheap shot, mutilate, rupture, mark for death, shiv, crimson tempest, kidney shot. So once again, that's cheap shot, mutilate, rupture, mark for death, shiv, crimson tempest, kidney shot. Now we're going to actually use this on the target. So cheap shot, mutilate, rupture, mark for death, shiv, crimson tempest, kidney shot. And that is a very viable opener. So I would definitely just stick with that as your opener. It's really the only viable opener for assassination, as it's the only one that actually puts out good damage, and it gets your rupture up very quickly, which is always a great thing to do, to just start getting better energy regeneration and damage on your target. Alright, so now we're going to go with our rotation. Once you've done your opener on the target, you're not just going to sit here and do nothing. You're going to want to keep up, maintain rotation. So the best rotation to maintain for me is to keep up feint as much as you can, and just spam mutilate, and just keep spamming mutilate to 5 combo points. As soon as you get to 5 combo points, just kidney shot. That's really your only rotation, is just mutilate to 5 combo points, kidney shot. Even when the DR is up, just mutilate to 5 combo points and kidney shot. I would try to stay away from dispatch procs, as they don't really help you, and Venom does 0 damage, so it's just not very good in general. Now for the burst. Your burst is very simple. It's just /cast shiv /cast sprint, because as a rogue, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit and run. So hit them and run. And then what you're going to want to do is run over here and go for a re-stealth, whether you have to cloak vanish or you can just get a stealth with 0 dots in you. Either way, that is a very viable burst, and I would definitely try to use that as your burst. So I think that's about it for the Assassination Rogue guide. Now that you have a very good understanding of the Assassination Rogue, the only thing I ask of you is to go into PvP with a positive mindset. And if you don't get the hang of it on your first try, and if you're not doing good damage on your first try, if you're dying too quickly, and you're just not doing very well in PvP on your first try, don't quit. Just keep trying, as Assassination can be a very good spec if you play it correctly, as I just showed you. So once again, thanks for tuning in, guys, and make sure to keep a lookout on my channel for more future guides of different classes and different specs to come. So this is Deluxe Dolphy. Goodbye.